What's up everybody, it's your girl Glenda and we are back with another video. I know it's been a long time, but I'm here for y'all. Life is happening. Life is happening around all of us. It's happening. So we just have to pray for one another, pray for each other's families, and hope that we all get through this without a scar. Now, if you would like to be part of the G Squad, all you have to do is click that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you are notified every time we upload a new video. And that's it. So today's video is going to be, what is it going to be, Curtis? Do you remember?
Short ribs.
Short ribs. Now, I picked up these short ribs from Sam's. They're not so short. Hold up a second and I'm gonna show you what they are. Do you see these short ribs? But look how long they are. Look how like long and big they are. They're not your typical like short ribs. Short ribs that I've seen are normally like, you know, about that long, about that fat or whatever. However, these almost look like some small pork steaks to me, but they're definitely some short ribs. So what I have done is already cleaned them. Make sure you clean your meat, y'all. I had a hard time cleaning this meat. It was so much fat and so much gunk on it. We had to use some lemon juice and do like, it took like 3 baths and a rinse in order for it to get cleaned up. And then I used the quad plus some basil, some complete seasoning, or no, total, Szechuan total. And what else did I use? Some Szechuan, the red kind of Szechuan, to season these with, and I just put them to the side. All right. So let me go on and put the top back on here, and they've just been marinating at this point for like 30 minutes or so. They have not been marinating that long. Over here, I cut up 2 small onions, 1 bell pepper, and I'm going to try to chop up at least 2 of these ribs of celery. So we'll be back when I get to the, so we are back. We're back at the stove. I have some avocado oil, no, peanut oil in this pan, in the big girl. And what we're gonna do is just kind of lightly flour up, because we're gonna do a light sear. This will keep your, when you get ready to transfer it to the oven, it's gonna keep it from having to cook for like the 2.5, 3 hours, like some people say. But at the same time, this is a different cut of meat of short rib than I am used to seeing. So it's gonna cook a little quicker anyway. Let me see if I can show you. That almost looks like a pork steak, man. But they definitely are seasoned up nicely. Said beef rib on the package. And it's got the 3 little bones. So what we're gonna do is, I got this on I'm gonna turn it down to a medium heat. And like I said, we're just trying to get a sear, a quick little sear on these, which starts your cooking process. So once you transfer it to the oven with the gravy and the vegetables and cover it, it will not take very long to cook. In this pot over here, we've got some bacon and some onions over here in this pot that I've cut up 2 heads of cabbage. And we're also gonna fix some rice with this. So we're gonna do some fried cabbage and some rice with this meal. I'm just trying to flour up as many as I can right now. And we don't want a heavy, you're not trying to like fry these like chicken, y'all. We're not looking for that crust. We just want a nice light sear on it.
We can do what we wanna do. Walk under the moonlight and kiss under the stars. It's gonna be like we never were apart. Yes, I'm on my way. This This time I'm here to stay. I'm coming home for Christmas. Yes, I'm coming home to you. Oh, how much I missed you. Wanna spend this day with you. Yes, I'm coming home to you. Yes, I'm coming home to I woke up this morning. I looked outside my window where children lighting up the Christmas tree, and the snow is falling. It reminds me of the good times, those winters we would spend just you and me. It's been such a long time, but tomorrow's Christmas Day, and I am on my way. I'm coming home for Christmas. Yes, I'm coming home to you. Oh, how much I missed you. Wanna spend this day with you. Yes, I'm coming home to you.
Alright, so we're gonna put
I can't wait to hold you.
these over. And I'm using my left hand, y'all, because I got a glove on the right that I am seasoning with. Even though we're not looking for that crust, that's a nice little sear right there. And once we get the other side done, I'm going to be transferring these to one of my larger Schaefer foil pans that looks like this. And I'm going to transfer them all over there, and then I'll also... I want to make it clear that once you put these in here, I have my stove on a medium heat. Once you put them in there, it just takes a few seconds before you flip it. You're going to have a little bit of a crust. We're not looking for that crust because we're not like, it's going to get baked off. But what I'm saying is it's not going to take long for you to flip it. So if it looks like this when you flip it, that's okay, because you're going to, it's not done cooking. So I'm going to take all of these off that I just flipped and put on. And they're all just kind of going over here in this pan. There is quite a bit, as you can see, over here in the pan. You've got lots and lots of goodness back in the pan. But over here is all of those short ribs that we just cooked. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is take our vegetables that we chopped up a few minutes ago, and just right in this pan of goodness, it's got all of the seasonings, it's got some of the crust. We're gonna go in and dump our vegetables right in there. Because what we're going to do is we're going to create a gravy that will be poured over this. Get your oven preheated to 350 degrees. Man, those smell so good. Oh, man, lying. My stove is still on the medium heat. We got the bell peppers, onions, and celery. You chop this up however you see fit to chop it up. I just kind of did a rough chop with everything except for the celery, because that's how I wanted it. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna add some butter to this, some Smart Balance butter. Because you gotta have something for your flour to stick to. Probably a couple of tablespoons. I'm gonna put it right there in the middle. And Curtis is for me. Yep, we're gonna change the battery out of this. Sorry. So just get it mixed up. Alright, so you see how these are getting nice and wilted? Your onions are, you know, they're doing really well here. That's kind of what you want it to look like. It's going to take a little longer for your celery and your bell peppers to wilt down or to break down some. So I'm just gauging it by what the onions look like, and they are wilting, so you definitely want to go ahead and get your flour, sprinkle it in there like so, and I'm just using my little scoop and I'm just gauging it, and I basically used almost all of it. And you want to cook that flour taste out, so you want to move this around in there and just get it to a point to where you don't see the flour anymore. It gets nice and sticky. Alright, so now we're going in, and this is the couple of cups of water I have here. That's to start, and I kind of just do this number. Do a little swirl. And definitely it's going to get thick, so I'm going to be adding another probably cup, just like you saw, of water to this. And you can see how white it is. We're definitely gonna have to add some seasoning to that. Going in with some extra water, or if you have like beef broth or something like that that you want to use to enhance your gravy, that's fine. What we're gonna do, I'm creating a beef broth by using the Knorr's beef bouillon. So that's what I'm about to do, is go in with that, a few teaspoons. You're going to season to taste. So I'm eyeballing this, and I'm gonna go ahead and add some black pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. Again, season to taste. You want to bring this up to a boil, pour it over the top of your meat. What did I cook over here? I keep forgetting the name of this meat. These short ribs. Here's the onion powder. You want to pour it over the top of the short ribs, cover it nice and tight, put it in the oven, and cook it on 350 until your meat is nice and tender. So you just want to make sure that you check it. At this point, it should only take about 30 minutes, between 30 minutes and an hour to get done. If you have this type of short ribs. If you have the regular type of short ribs, you want to cook those a little longer. But at the same rate, you want to make sure that you cook it until it is nice and tender. Remember I said these are not all the way done. Oh, that's some good gravy right there. Oh, yep. That's on the one. I'm gonna add a little bit more black pepper, just a teeny bit. Just a little bit. But that's on the one. That is on the one. Your girl did that. She did that right there. That's some homemade gravy for you, y'all. We'll be right back when I pour it over. Take this right here and lift it. My pan is pretty heavy. Be very careful. And I'm just going to pour all of it all over the top of our meat. Trying to get it all. Did I get it? No. Alright. Alright. So then I'm just gonna spread it all around, all throughout. I'm gonna put the top over this, meaning the foil. We're gonna put this in the oven. Our oven's already preheated at 350, and we're gonna let this go. We'll be back to show you the end result of our short ribs. See y'all back here in a bit. So what's up, y'all? We are back. It has been about an hour, I'm gonna say, since we put our short ribs in. Since we put our short ribs in, it's been about an hour. So now we're going to do the big reveal. Be very careful, because if you put this on tight, you better believe that steam is locked up in there. Ooh, that looks delicious. Let me see. Come on down in here. Come on down in here. Look at that fork going like that. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look how tender that is. You better shut your mouth and keep on talking. Look at that. Look how tender that is. I still want to I want to take a little bite on camera, so I'm trying to cut a little piece off.
May not be all of it, but it's tender.
Well, some of it's got some little fatty pieces in there too, so.
You might need to use a knife. Still.
Just do a little cut. I barely touched the thing with the knife. Okay. I should have touched it, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna let this cool off, because baby, it's hot. I tasted this on camera. I got a little bit of what is this called? I keep forgetting the name of the meat. The short ribs. Look, my legs already start shaking. You want to taste something, Curtis?
I'll taste some later.
Now listen, y'all, this is my first time doing short ribs. I think this is also my first time eating short ribs. And to me, even though we cleaned them, washed them real good, lemon juice and all that good stuff, I still feel like they're a little bit like I got some lip gloss on. Like a little tiny bit, a little bit oily. But this that I chose had a lot of marbling on it, so it's an expensive cut of meat for almost some leftover meat, but it's very good. That right there, that's thebomb.com. All I want you to do is hit me in the comment section when you give this recipe a try. And we will see you on the next episode of Whatcha Cookin Glenda. I'm out.